In the beginning, the main character is portrayed as a fat boy who participates in an awakening program. While waiting, he contemplates the idea of someone else doing his job and working hard on his behalf, allowing him to stay at home and enjoy the benefits. When his waiting time is over, he joins the program and is awakened to discover that his skill is the ability to clone himself, similar to Naruto's Shadow Clone Jutsu. As other rankers receive invitations from guilds, one attendee urges our main character to showcase his power. However, he expresses disinterest and questions the location of the exit. Upon returning home, he examines his skill and puts it to use. By making clones that work tirelessly until they expire, he quickly loses weight without exerting any effort. As a result, his skill level increases to level 2. To further enhance himself, he contacts an agent to arrange a safe hunting experience. He also obtains a hunting license. During his hunting trip, he attempts to hunt in multiple locations simultaneously and eventually falls asleep. When he wakes up, he finds himself all over the platforms for hunting, making more money than anyone else. He repeats the same process and continues to do so. Then, a prophet warns that a dungeon break could occur in South Korea. While having dinner with his student, an alert message comes, instructing them to go to a shelter. He rushes to his family so he can see them. However, upon his return, no one in his family recognizes him. As they eat together, a dungeon break occurs at his house. With his clone, he tries to make it to the shelter, but it is 2 kilometers away from his place. They decide to stay in the basement of their house. However, when the MC sees a helpless person, he goes to help them, leaving his family in the basement. After saving that person from the rubble, he notices many others in need of help. Suddenly, a larger mother monster appears and crushes his clone. He believes he is going to die, but just as hope seems lost, the guild master arrives to the rescue. While they are talking, someone knocks on their door in the basement. To help, they heard a person outside the door. When they opened it, they were confronted by a B-rank monster that mimicked a human voice. Unfortunately, it was too late for the clone to protect the sister, as she was so close to the monster that she couldn't move out of fear. When the monster attempted to attack her, the clone bravely stepped in front of her, sacrificing himself. Tragically, the sister was still stabbed in the stomach, causing her to be severely injured. Filled with rage and despair, the MC spoke to the guildmaster, who was his savior. With a newfound determination, the MC ran towards his family, witnessing the sight of his bleeding sister and his parents in tears. In a desperate act, he acquired a cursed sword from a D-rank monster and confronted the B-rank monster with sheer rage. Despite the danger posed by the powerful monster, just as it was about to deliver a fatal blow, the rescue team arrived in the nick of time, saving the MC. Upon seeing the injured sister, the guild master unleashed his full power and defeated the B-rank monster. 3 days later, the MC woke up, his body battered and in pain. He found his family by his side seemingly happy. However, when he inquired about his sister, a heavy silence fell upon them. The doctor revealed that his sister had been afflicted by a virus that required treatment from an S-class healer or an elixir. Determined to save his sister, the MC decided to become stronger and made the difficult choice to drop out of college. It was at this moment that the guild master contacted him to discuss his unique skills. Upon learning about the MC's abilities, the guild master made a request. He asked the MC to save his own sister, who was trapped in the treacherous Odin Tower. This tower served as a gateway to another world, filled with dangerous monsters. Only one person had managed to enter and return alive, warning others not to attempt the dungeon unless they were willing to risk their lives. But the protagonist, being different, received special training from the guild master to reach at least C rank in order to enter. After getting stronger, the protagonist's clone reaches level 6 and their stats increase to B rank. Consuming a monster gem not only grants stats but also leads to monsterization, making it unsuitable for humans. However, the protagonist's clone consumes the gem, further increasing their stats. Now, with the ability to summon 6 clones and control them through the familiar skill, the protagonist enters Odin Tower. Starting from the entry point, which is 40 kilometers away from the guild team, they must travel and defeat all the monsters in their path. After facing some struggles, the guild master instructs the guildmates to watch for any dangers outside at 2 p.m. every day for safety measures. Now, it's time for the protagonist to search for them to appear. As they search, an invisible monster attacks the protagonist, but the clones are able to detect it. While they fight, a subspace opens up. The guild master's sister possesses the skill to open a subspace, and the teammates hide inside. When they spot the protagonist fighting, they run towards them, shouting that they are the ones who came to rescue. The group fights off the monsters together and manages to escape. Later, when the protagonist offers a teleportation scroll, the guildmates reveal that they cannot leave yet because they need to retrieve the body of their fallen teammate. The protagonist decides to help them and fights the monsters outside. They successfully retrieve the body and make their way outside, where the sister and guild master have a tearful reunion, embracing each other tightly, touched by the emotional meeting. After that, when the MC beats a thug in a dungeon raid affiliated with the Silver Moon Guild, they realize that their illegal business plan has been thwarted by the MC. In order to retrieve their stolen crystals, the Silver Moon Guild sends their deputy leader to interrogate his agent and extract information about the MC. Despite the agent's refusal to cooperate, they manage to obtain the information from his office. The MC discovers the Silver Moon Guild's base and fights his way through to save the agent. However, the deputy leader, who is a B-rank hunter, poses a formidable challenge as the MC is only a C-rank. To his surprise, the MC's clone, considered to be a B-rank, easily defeats the deputy leader due to his stealth skills. Thinking that a potion the MC possesses is the reason for his strength, the deputy leader drinks it, unaware of its side effects. The potion melts his bones, rendering him unable to fight back. Realizing that the Silver Moon Guild has been selling illegal products to the top-ranked Korean guild for monsterization, the MC informs the guild master of the situation. The guild master sends his men to assassinate the Silver Moon Guild master, who has already undergone monsterization. In an attempt to do the same to the deputy leader, the MC intervenes, forcing the guild master to retreat and leaving him with a warning to protect his sister. With this problem resolved, the MC realizes that he needs to earn more money to hire an S-class healer to heal his sister. Suddenly, the World Hunter Academy opens its Korean branch and announces a world tournament. Participants who receive a good evaluation mark during the tournament will be rewarded with the elixir. Mainly, the Hunter Academy opened its doors for low-ranked hunters to elevate their ranks. The MC joined the academy with the intention of acquiring the elixir. However, another B-rank hunter, the second son of the guild master, also enrolled in the academy for the same purpose. Upon learning of the MC's intentions, the guild master's son attempted to dissuade him and offered to grant him anything he desired if he would just leave. However, the MC defiantly responded, telling him to mind his own business. The guild master's son devised a plan to obstruct the MC during hunting and steal his goods for the black market. When the MC discovered this plot, he sought to acquire a new skill, such as subspace, and turned to the guild master's sister, whom he had previously rescued, for advice. She explained that obtaining another skill like subspace was impossible but suggested they create a replica skill sphere at the Heritage headquarters. The CEO of the company, named Arya Vershal, informed them that such a skill sphere existed but came with a price tag of 12.8 billion Korean won. Since the MC did not possess that much money, the CEO offered a discount in exchange for his clone for 3 months of research. However, the CEO stipulated that if any damage occurred to the clone, they would not provide another one. After considering the offer, the MC agreed, and a deal was struck. Once he obtained the skill, the MC gained the ability to teleport using subspace to wherever his clone was located. As he tested his newfound power, one of his clones, along with a support team from the one guild captain, encountered an A-rank hunter attempting to retrieve stolen goods. The MC and his clone were easily overwhelmed in the fight. However, during the battle, the MC gave a specially refined jewel crystal to his clone, triggering its monstrification. As a result, the one guild captain was defeated, and the MC issued a final warning, cautioning against crossing the line in the future. While the MC and the guild master's son were engaged in their own battle, one of his clones was kidnapped by the Tron Company, an incident that occurred within the Heritage organization. When they were testing a sample, the Heritage Company asked the protagonist, MC, to apologize and not resummon it because they could rescue it. However, MC didn't care about their request. During his battle with Shin Jungyang, MC suddenly got headaches and fell to his knees. Seizing the opportunity, their enemies attacked him all at once. Meanwhile, the kidnapped clone was being tested with a new skill and brainwashed by the Tron scientist who intended to use it. The skill was also added to MC. When the Heritage Company sent an S-class hunter to retrieve the clone, the Tron scientist commanded the clone to kill the S-rank hunter. However, the clone refused, stating that it only obeyed its master's command. It defeated the scientist and destroyed the facility. As the S-rank rescue team arrived, they asked MC to cooperate with them and revealed that the clone had been brainwashed. They reset the clone's memory, and it engaged in a fight with the S-rank hunter, ultimately losing. However, the S-rank hunter was surprised by the clone's strength and wondered what would happen if there were 6 more clones. They left the facility with the clone after questioning the Tron scientist. As things seemed to be going smoothly, rumors began to spread that MC's clone had entered the F dungeon and was stealing other hunters' goods, claiming it as his own territory. When MC heard about this, he went to the dungeon and encountered Shin Jungyang and his captain. Believing they were responsible, MC attacked them. However, they revealed that they also wanted to capture the fake clone, as they had encountered someone with similar skills before, an illusionist who had contacted MC's agency. Then, he said, "All of this is because of you. I am being looked down upon by everyone, and that's why I am acting this way." After hearing his words, the protagonist becomes enraged and beats him. Shin Jungyang then suggests locking him in the F-rank dungeon as punishment. They part ways, but before doing so, Shin Jungyang apologizes to the protagonist and warns him about the Hunter Academy, advising him not to attend the prayer no matter what happens. In the Hunter Academy, prayer is a mandatory class that delves into the history of the system. However, the protagonist finds it boring and decides to skip it. He notices a change in his girlfriend's behavior and becomes determined to uncover the secret behind it. When he goes to the church to investigate, he discovers that the glass has already been broken. It turns out that Shin Jungyang had infiltrated the church before. Realizing they share a common goal, they decide to work together. They learn that there will be a meeting in 3 days, and to their surprise, their goal is to control all the low-rank hunters and eliminate the protagonist and Shin Jungyang. However, Shin Jungyang's background is influential, so they avoid targeting him. On the other hand, the protagonist is wanted and becomes their primary focus. Gathering evidence against them becomes crucial, and they also seek support from other guild members. As the 3 days pass, low-rankers from the academy attempt to assassinate the protagonist. Finally, on the day of the meeting, the protagonist bargains his way in and confronts the professor and teacher, overpowering them. He forces them to work for him and reveal the brainwashing techniques. Together, they expose and dismantle the brainwashing methods. Finally, the head of the Hunter Academy, the one who controls everything, is revealed. He dispatches his men to hunt down the protagonist, and finally here it comes Cliffhanger Kuan.